To the south, we're talking about politics and economy. So Henry Clay, the guy who saved the Union with the Missouri Compromise, he comes in and he's going to make a new compromise. And he develops this huge omnibus bill that all clumped together. People didn't really like it. So it goes down in defeat. Well, who should step in but a senator, the senator from Illinois, by the name of Stephen Douglas, also called the Little Giant, who instead of having it as this huge big clump that's kind of forced down people's throats, he breaks it down into separate bills. That would be kind of like me if I was going to say, okay, on our last day of class, which I believe is the 13th, after the final, we're going to celebrate by having a pizza. And y'all are going to pay for it, and these are the ingredients that are going to be on it. It's going to be pepperoni, it's going to be sausage, it's going to be mushroom, it's going to be green peppers, and it's going to be jalapenos. Well, some of y'all might say, I don't like that. So if I throw it, and you got to vote on it, and it's either that or nothing. Well, I couldn't get 2/3. But what if I said, okay, we're going to have a pizza. Who wants pepperoni? I get 2/3. Who wants sausage? I get 2/3. Who wants mushrooms? I get 2/3. Who wants green peppers? I get 2/3. Who wants jalapenos? Miraculously, I get 2/3. It passes. That's exactly what Stephen Douglas did. So this whole hodgepodge is known as the Compromise of 1850. What did it do? It let California come in as a free state, but Utah and New Mexico could be slave or they could be free. To placate the South, he passed the Fugitive Slave Law. What did the Fugitive Slave Law say? Fugitive Slave Law said that bounty hunters from slave states could now go into the northern states and bring back slaves who had escaped. So in other words, now the free states are no safe zone for escaped slaves. And to try to placate the North, he ended the slave trade in Washington, D.C. Well, did this make everybody happy? No. All right. And on top of this, the Whig Party is totally ineffective by now. I mean, it collapses in the election of 1852. It's kind of divided between conscience Whigs and cotton Whigs. Conscience Whigs are anti-slavery. Cotton Whigs are pro-slavery. And how the party is going to try to bring in Catholics and Protestants, further divide the party. Because, I mean, a lot of them didn't want these immigrants coming in because they were working in the factories, which was putting us out of a job. Oh, and by the way, they're Catholic. Of course, the reasons for doing it depended on which section they were from. What? Hello. Good boy. Hello to you. We ready? Now, meanwhile, in America, guys, if we had gone to the Civil War in 1850 before the Missouri Compromise, maybe things might have been different. But throughout this decade in the North, industrialization is increasing at a madcap pace. Steam power, advanced interchangeable parts, assembly lines that were developed by Isaac Singer led to mass production, which contributes to a huge expansion of the factory industry. Indeed, by 1860, less than half of the people living in the North make their living from agriculture anymore.